babies raising their hands and doing what they're supposed to do. I am a substitute teacher here at Riverbank Elementary. I'm also, guys, that you don't know, I'm a National Archives historian, and I'm an ethnographic researcher. Big words on that. Well, it's my honor and pleasure to be here today, guys, and share a little bit of my family history with you. So, as Mr. Sam stated, you're going to learn about some people that maybe you've never heard of. And today, I'm going to introduce someone to you from my family. My great-great-grandfather, Mr. G. Ellis Harris, guys. I come from a family of 7 generations of educators. My grandmother, that I will be confused, she taught through segregation and through integration. She was a school teacher for 45 years, guys. And the one thing that I would like all of you to know is that we were always here. So through my family history, I can tell you this. Through this book here that G. Ellis Harris wrote, it's called the North Carolina Constitutional Reader. Okay? And this book, he actually sent to the Library of Congress in 1901 because he was a principal and he was an educator for over 20 years when he wrote this book. Before the Civil War even took place, guys. Oh, I know that might be something you never heard of. We are more than a monk. We are more than slavery. We are independent. We are great. We own property. Through segregation, we had our own school. We had our own businesses. We had our own doctors. We had our own lawyers. We had our own dentists. We had our own everything, our own economy. And guys, I stand here today to let you know, as the 7th generation, and my granddaughter Kaylee is the 9th generation of our family of educators, we are proud to present this to you. Now, this book, the Constitutional Reader, only got a little bit of time. I was prepared to talk to you a little bit. I want to just read an excerpt from this book from 1901. And it is actually now, since it is in the National Archives, they're not selling this book we just found out on Amazon. Oh my goodness, didn't know that. So it says here, entered according to the Act of Congress in the year 1901 by G. Ellis Harris, my great-grandfather, in the office of the Librarian of Congress of Washington. It says, I'm just going to read a little introduction. The reason he wrote this book is because the country was changing. We were making rules now to separate people. So a law came about that if you couldn't read, you couldn't vote if you were a person of color. So he used this North Carolina Constitution and he wrote a book to help people. And what he says in the introduction is, to the many thousands of colored men and women of North Carolina, who are unable to read and write, and especially to the youth of the state, this little book is dedicated to you. It has been the aim, and he wrote himself in third person, it has been the aim of the author in preparing this volume to make it assistant to the primary spelling, reading, and writing of people of color. The author has also labored patiently and very carefully to make ready a primary reader that the unlearned man and woman and the ladies and children may converse with the alphabet and learn step by step to spell, and to read and write any section of the state constitution. Short lessons in alphabetical spelling and sentences containing words of 1, 2, or more syllables taken from the Constitution have been placed in such a manner as to be very much helpful to beginners in preparing themselves for the obligation that will be required for all colored people to apply for registration before December the 1st, 1908, and all men and women that apply thereafter, guys. So, I love you guys. I love educating you guys. And it's my honor and my pleasure to bring to you all today my grandmother, Mrs. Doris Carroll. She is the beginning of this video. For me, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get out of here. My greatest thing that I have ever accomplished in my life, regardless of all the things I know, and I'm going to say this, the greatest thing I've ever accomplished was being a grandmother. My granddaughter told me the other day, Granny, you are the greatest grandma on the planet. And it brought me to tears. Because that's the way I feel about my 99-year-old grandmother. And guys, know this. She was so excited when Officer Taylor asked her to do this because she has been retired for 35 years. So it is my honor, guys, it is my pleasure, and my just humble blessing to be here to first have a grandmother who's 99 years old, who can speak to you guys and play her piano. So without further ado, I'll present my grandmother, Mrs. Doris Carroll.
Good morning, Riverbank School. My name is Doris. I'm very happy to be here today to see you and take part in the Black History Program. I've been a music teacher for many years, and I've been retired now many years. So I want to come and give you just a few words of how to, a few things to mention to you how to make it. Number one is behavior. You want to be able to have good behavior at home with your parents and at school, with your teachers, on the playground, with your friends, anywhere you go, whether it's shopping or just out walking around. Good behavior is very important. You might say, well, some of you might not know that word yet. The behavior means the way you act, the way you conduct. Another thing I have down here is attitude. Attitude is what you think about something. Since you're school age and in school, you should have an attitude that will be helpful to you as you get your lesson. Another thing I want you to consider is respect. You want to have respect for your parents, your teachers, your classmates, your friends, and anybody you don't even know that you come in contact with. You want to show them good manners and good courtesy. That's about all I'll say. And I hope you will have a nice program today. And I will tell you, on my next birthday, I will be 100 years old. Hard now. Do what you have to do. And remember me. And I'll be your Riverbank School grandma. So, just like Miss Miller and my children, you can call me grandma from Michigan. Thank you, and have a great day.